Good afternoon, students and staff. This is Dr. Turner, and I'd like to welcome you to a special Turner Time. Normally, Turner Time is obviously Friday morning. I'm sure that's what you all are used to. But I asked the news team if I could come on early for a couple of reasons. One, tomorrow morning I'm not going to be in the building. I have a admin meeting that I have to attend. It's a division-wide meeting. I'll be at another school, but I'll be in later on Friday morning. But it'll be too late to do Turner Time, so that was one of the reasons I wanted to come on this afternoon. But also, I wanted to talk a little bit about the game this evening. And in the past, as many of you all know, there has been this very strong rivalry between Monticello High School and Western Albemarle High School. And I want to make sure that I just, as your principal, just share with you my thoughts about being respectful, making sure that we are staying true to who we are as students here and as Mustangs. I'm aware, most of you all know that I'm starting to dabble some with Twitter, and obviously I'm not going to be the Twitter police. I know that that's a vehicle that many students use to communicate with their friends, and it's not my job to try to tell you what you should and shouldn't do on Twitter, except for I just hope that you always are respectful and do the right thing. But to make a long story short, I do have somewhat of a pulse on the fact that I know that Albemarle High School, someone at Albemarle High School has created a not so nice account where they're really saying some mean things about students. I mean, even to the point, and this is tacky and tasteless, but even to the point where they're talking about which kids are sleeping with which kids, and just ridiculous stuff. But that's also annoying some students, and I do know that some of our young people have been annoyed with the mean things that have been said over this particular new account that's been created. I'm also aware that someone here, or maybe a group, they've started their own type of account, or different account, I guess, that is not designed to communicate nice messages. But I do not want you all to get sucked in to being mean and ugly. That's just not the way to handle yourselves, and we're much better than that. And the other piece is, if you choose to use one of these sites to say mean things about people or something that's hurtful, you have to keep in mind that it could be considered bullying, and then we have a whole nother situation where you may have to deal with me or one of the other administrators, even if you're saying something mean and ugly about a student at another school. Because one of the things you have to remember is that I'm always your principal. Doesn't matter. I'm always your principal until you graduate. So if you say something that causes a student at Albemarle High School to have heartburn, and it's bad enough to really cause a problem, then all of a sudden you've put me into that jurisdiction, and then I'm going to have to deal with it. So I really want you to think twice before using that particular new Twitter site, or even your own Twitter account, to say something that's ridiculous or hurtful or potentially threatening, or anything that could be perceived as a bullying comment in that matter, because I could have to deal with it. So I just want to say that. And also tonight, obviously this is a big game. Now, I want you all to be on your best behavior, okay? Some of these chants that I've heard over the years have not been the nicest, and it's not just it's not just us. Western Almar has a history, from what I have observed, of saying some mean, ridiculous things. But again, I don't want you all to get sucked into that, because I can, if that happens and Western Almar does that, I can deal with Mr. Francis and Mr. Driver. In fact, one of the assistant principals, we used to work together at Almar High School. We both were APs at Almar High School. That's Tim Driver. I can work with that admin team, and we can deal with their bunch. But I don't want you all getting into any kind of tit for tat tonight and potentially having some kind of conflict. Because I don't want to fight at the game. I want you all to come and support the members of the basketball team, hang out with your friends, and enjoy yourself and go home. And represent yourselves the way that your mom and dad and your parents want you to represent yourselves and your family. And I want you to be on your best behavior so you don't have to get in trouble. I don't want anyone getting suspended tonight, okay? I don't want any student to get suspended tonight, because that's what's going to happen. If we have to deal with something tonight, we're going to suspend you tonight. I will be here, and most of the admin team will also be here, okay? So I just want to share that. Keep in mind that what we're about here is about respect and about doing what's right and about keeping the main thing the main thing. And the main thing for you all is being the best students that you can be, okay? Main thing for me and the other adults here is making sure that we're doing what we're supposed to do to help you be successful students, academically and socially. All right? So with that being said, I will see most of you all, or a lot of you all, tonight. Again, we will not have turn time in the morning because I'll be at a meeting, but I'll see you here in the afternoon. And as usual, I absolutely love having this opportunity to talk with you. Please have a good afternoon. And if you come to the game tonight, be safe. See you later. Okay.